Hi everyone! For those who don't know me, my name is Mwangi. I am Captain Mwangi and Angela Mwangi's daughter, number one. And I'm really excited that all of you could be here to celebrate this special day with him. Dad, I hope you were surprised. They've been planning it for the entire week. So thank you to Wamaida, to Mosh, to Mom, to Uncle Disho and Auntie Rose and everyone that was including in making this day a success. Captain and Mrs. Munyi, thank you very much. And I'm really happy that Dad gets to start a new chapter in his life. There's so many things I want to say, so I'm just going to read from my little speech that I wrote for him, and I hope you like it. I'm excited. All right. So before I say anything to thank Dad, I'd like to start by recognizing my mom, who I see as the unsung hero for the day. My mom's support of Dad made it possible for him to achieve such a meaningful career at Kenya Airways. She was the mother and the father when he was gone, and she did a great job raising 4 children while holding the fort down even when we drove her to the brink of her sanity. Mom, you deserve a lot of credit and appreciation. You did quite a bit of work, not quite a bit, a lot of work. And I want to say a heartfelt thank you from all of us. In our years growing up in South B, my siblings and I were raised by a man who loves his life. He loved spending time with us, and there was never a day when he didn't love his job. Dad was and still is truly passionate about flying, and we could see this through the books and magazines he read. The small plane propeller that we had in our front yard, I'm sure if any of you came to South B, you remember the one that was over there. And the many trips we took to Wilson Airport to look at planes, and it was obvious to us that he experienced genuine joy from being in the sky. With that being said, I'd like to thank the Frenchman that made all this possible by giving my father the opportunity to get an education and in turn educate his siblings and other relatives. He gave him the opportunity to get a good job that resulted in him being able to educate us, his children, and now we can educate his grandchildren, continuing in his legacy. I'm sure that Frenchman would be extremely proud to know his kind, selfless gesture has changed the lives of many, many people and is a never-ending gift. All children absorb a great deal from the world they grow up in, and it wasn't until recently that I realized the full impact of growing up with a father who found so much fulfillment in his work. Dad's attitude towards his job made a deep impression on the 4 of us, or both of you 3, as he likes to say. We learned that a job can be something you look forward to every day, something you take pride in, something you truly love. We learned that it's possible to do something for 45 years and have the same excitement for your 45th year as you did on your first day. We learned that a job can mean helping someone grow, reach beyond their limits, and go further than they ever thought possible. We learned that a job can mean thinking positively in the face of adversity. Most importantly, we learned that being a leader doesn't revolve about being rich and famous. It means being disciplined, hardworking, holding people accountable for what they believe in, and valuing each person. Fathers do a lot of teaching, but perhaps one of his greatest lessons to us was unintentional. He showed us that a career can be passionate, most meaningful, and a rewarding way to spend your life's work. Dad never lost his perspective on life and the thing that matters the most. Whether it was taking us to the animal orphanage, an impromptu stop for ice cream, chips, or sausages, or letting us make our own independent decisions no matter how bad the results were. Yes, some of them were disastrous. He was there to make sure he picked us up and confirmed that we learned our lesson. His first efforts were always towards his family, and I thank him for that. So there's some 5 lessons that I learned from Dad, and I'll share them with you. Well, more than 5 lessons, but I picked 5. Lesson number 1, no matter who you are, you're important. Though he worked a lot and didn't take a lot of vacation time, he made a point to make it to sports days, parents' days, any open day we had at school, visiting days. He was there, even if it was just for a little bit of time because he had to go to work the next day. He was there, and that really meant a lot to us because it gave us the time to spend with him, and I know it made me feel important. I'm sure my siblings would agree. Number 2, make time to travel outside the beaten path and smell the roses. And this is like for real, literally. I went to school in Nyeri, and our trips home on closing day were really exciting because he would take some back route and we would end up going to the coolest places. I couldn't take you there to this day because I really don't know where it was, but it was really, really so much fun because we got to see a lot of the province, you know, that we wouldn't have seen had we taken just the regular straight Nyeri Nairobi way home. So that really made an impact in my life. Number 3, take great pictures and capture the memories. Dad gave me my fast camera, which I still have today, film and all. He ignited the love of capturing the moment for me, and I'm sure he regrets it because sometimes he gets the most random pictures of our day. Thank God for WhatsApp. Sorry, Dad, I mean, hey. Number 4, never forget where you came from. This one's self-explanatory. Anyone that knows Dad loves, he knows Regeda. And any chance he gets, he's always in Regeda or in Thika, just hanging out where he came from. And this just leads me back to what he likes to say, you know, Mudhani, you can always take a villager out of the village, but can never take a village out of the villager. Well, I guess this villager never really left because he's always going back, but I mean, whatever makes you happy makes me happy too, so hey. Last but not least, do what you love and love what you do. This one, yeah, I'm still working on this one. We all know the passion he has for flying, and my hope is that he will find something new to do with as much passion as he did flying. Retirement means a whole new start to life. It is an opportunity as well as a change. It is not time to think of the past, the shouldas, wouldas, couldas, but a time to reflect on the things that you did, all the sacrifices you made to prepare yourself for this special time, and to stop and smell the roses. Here's to a future that is even more satisfying, more exciting, and more fulfilling than your past. Cheers and congratulations on your new chapter, Dad. I love you, we all love you, and I wish you the very best.
Wasiye dinkurani dine masuro dinkurani yorobe kera kera wasiye dimsoni yorobe kera kera wasiye Wasiya anyogon ware dine masuro dimsoni yorobe kera kera komuso dinkurani yorobe kera iko
Hi, my name is Mwangi. For those who don't know me, I'm Captain Mwangi's second born daughter.
My name is Nadia Dinda Duba, and I'm 6 years old, and I go to St. Regis, and I'm about to go into first grade. Nia?
I'm Nia Jackie Dumba. I'm 3 years old, and I go to preschool.
All right, and these are Captain Mwangi's grandkids. As you can see, the girls are growing up.
Why don't you see that?
We're here today to celebrate Captain Mwangi and to celebrate his achievement. And before I go into what I have to say, I want to give thanks. I'd like to give thanks to everyone who's taken time out of their day to be here today for Dad. I want to thank everybody who was part of the secret committee in organizing this. I truly hope it was a surprise. I'm sure it's lovely and it's a fabulous affair, and I wish I could have been there to celebrate with everybody and to be part and parcel of this huge important Thanksgiving Day. Now I have a few words to say, and hopefully they'll come out as intelligently as I want them to. Confucius, who's a Chinese philosopher, said, "Choose a work that you love and you will never have to work another day." I think that in itself is very telling, and I think it speaks to what Dad has done. He was lucky enough to find work that he loved, and to us it seemed like he's never really worked. And if you talk to him, I'm sure he'll tell you, because he enjoyed what he did, it was never really work. And we're here today to celebrate him, to celebrate his accomplishments, and to celebrate his achievements. We're all very proud of you. I know I'm very proud of you. And I'll speak to what your work, what your career has shown me and taught me. Over the years growing up, I remember various times having conversations with you regarding life in general, regarding work. And I know you always said, find something that you enjoy doing and be good at it. And that was easy to follow through because you were a great example. I remember watching you go to work. I remember that the day before, when they'd put you on standby, you would be in the house, you would get rest, you would do everything that you needed to do in order to be ready to go to work the next day. There was never a time that I recall that you called into work, that you called Kenya Airways and said, "Hey, I can't come to work today." I'm sure, sickness may have done that, but as an adult and growing up, I don't remember you ever doing that. And I think it's been telling in my life, because every time I feel a little bit tired or that I don't want to go forward, I think, well, you, who's gone before me, was able to do what you needed to do, show up to work every day with zeal, zest, and be excited about it. So I have really no excuse to just choose not to do what I need to do on my part. I hope that makes sense. But what I'm trying to say is, you've been an inspiration to me in terms of work ethic, and I've learned a lot, and I appreciate that, and I thank you. You persevered, you were committed, and you were loyal. Those are amazing qualities, and those are qualities that I hope I possess. Now, I'll read a poem here by Langston Hughes. The name of the poem is Mother to Son. But I think this poem is telling in it of itself. I'll read it, and I hope I hope you like it. Title of the poem is Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time has been a climbing, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark, where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I still going, I still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. I think the poem is self-explanatory. It just shows, keep going, keep at it, do what you need to do, don't give up.
I don't believe anyone's path is truly easy. There are select few who have it made, but I don't, and when we speak of that, looking to you, Dad, I know your path was not easy. You grew up in poverty and practically worked your way up to where you are. And as a result, you are able to provide for us and make the path less difficult for us. And I thank you for that. I thank you for all the lessons that I've learned from you. And I thank you for showing me that truly people can do something they love, be good at it, and enjoy it every single day. Now, I don't want to forget all the other people who've made it possible.
Mama. Mommy. Pay hand on.
As I was saying, I don't want to forget all the other people who've made it possible. Mom, here's a shout out to you. Big up. You did a great job taking care of us and making sure that we were in school, when he was out there working, and we had the things that we needed. And Dad, I cherish all the memories that I had. I especially treasure the memories of you flying back and forth. That is an opportunity I don't think a lot of people get, and I'm truly grateful that I was able to, sit in that airplane knowing that you were at the helm. And I'll tell you, it was an amazing flight. You executed each and every takeoff and each and every landing flawlessly. So that was great, and I thank you for that. Now, as you go into retirement, I don't know what the plans are, but you've worked long, you've worked hard, so really you've earned the right not to make any plans. I think my advice to you would be to take each day as it comes, explore each day, and see what it holds for you. I would say try things that you've never done before. Take roads that have never been taken before, because there's still a lot of life left to live. There's still a lot of things out there left to explore, and you're the right person to do the different types of things that could be done. Now, that's not to say that playing 2 rounds of golf a day is not taking the path less traveled. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities to do that, and my advice to you is take each and every one of them and have fun doing it. With that, I'll come to a close, my speech. I thank you guys for listening to me, and Dad, we appreciate you, we congratulate you, we love you. Bye.
Congratulations!